Well, I mean, you've got to be proud of Switzerland. You guys marched up there and got in their face, something our representatives have never done when they meet here in the U.S. every 4 years. The member of the EU Parliament from Italy got bloodied. That's now become a big diplomatic incident all over the Italian news. Their government is hopping mad. That's going on. And it's literally in hundreds of European papers, dozens here. So the dam has broken on the Bilderberg cover-up.
Yes.
What's the
Probably it was a big step in sense of progress, and they will know now that it's not so good to come to Switzerland, and there are more and more people, right and left-wing people, who feel concerned about the fact that this discreet world government discusses without to be under democratic control. This is a big problem. Those people are not all elected, and they decide for our future without we have the right to know what is going on. And it's not good that such meeting happened in Switzerland. Switzerland is a free country and an independent and direct democratic country. And it was a shame that such a meeting, discreet meeting, could be in Switzerland.
Well, I hardly agree with you, sir. But again, it does send a serious message to these people that decades ago they could hide the secret. Now more and more they're being exposed, and they are the authors of the economic implosion happening worldwide. That's on record. And more they're being identified, not their puppet politicians and real statesmen like yourself and Ron Paul and others. I'm told folks in Switzerland, a lot of them like Ron Paul.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
Congressman Ron Paul. I'm told that folks know of Ron Paul, and a lot of people in Switzerland like Congressman Ron Paul.
I know Ron Paul. I appreciate this politician. Do you mean he will come to Switzerland?
No. I mean, I just heard from my crew that was there that a lot of Swiss talked favorably about Ron Paul.
Okay. Okay.
Well, in closing, sir, from your research, what is this world government wanting to set up?
My first concern is my money of Switzerland and the reserve of gold of Bank Switzerland could be used to save economy of Greece, of Portugal. I'm very anxious with that. The fact that there is war now in Libya and probably tomorrow in Syria or Iran is also a concern for me. I want to be neutral in this affair. And also, I know that such people are discussing about all the new technologies, global technologies, industrial technologies, who make people dependent from, how to say that, from external means. They try also to organize campaign with flu and vaccines, and they play with fear of catastrophe, and it means that people will have no choice if they will be vaccinated or not. It's a big danger, big coordination of mass movement against freedom of everybody. This is the problem.
Yeah, for those that may have missed exactly what you said, but tell me if I'm correct, you're saying there is an organized psychological warfare operation using the threat of the flu, wars, terrorism, you're saying staged, to menace us into giving up our rights. Is that what you just said?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, stay there, sir. One final segment. I want to talk to you off air during the break. We'll come back with just 5 minutes on the other side. European Union Member of Parliament Dominique Baettig. He's a psychiatrist. And you heard him talk about problem, reaction, solution, how they're going to use staged bioattack, staged terror to take down Switzerland. And you bet they're going to try. They've already taken down America. They're getting ready to mop up the resistance right now with the rollout of the domestic terrorism push. Stand by. People need to stop tattooing chosen one on their backs and need to start actually trying to build a better society. But that is the big news in America today, not the plunging economy, but that LeBron James is saying, hey, you know, my life's better than your life. I'm a sore loser. But we won't really be talking too much about that. I've got really a lot of other key news coming up in the next hour, and your phone calls. I'll open the phones up. But going back to Swiss member of parliament, also a psychiatrist, Dominique Baettig, who I'm told is kind of the Ron Paul over there, very popular, very prominent. Hopefully he'll run for prime minister and get in there so he can defend his country as a statesman against these people. But I heard in there what you were getting into about using stage crises and problem reaction events, Reichstag events, to take over Switzerland. The same thing is being done here. In America, they're teaching people now that if you're against Bilderberg or the Federal Reserve, you're a terrorist. But then they say there's no evidence of violence from the Alex Jones, Ron Paul people, but we're bad. And so that's very creepy. Do they try to do that in Switzerland? Does any of your media demonize people, sir, that are against the New World Order? You know, if you're not a traitor, do they go after you for standing up for Switzerland?
Yes. The idea is to say that people who are talking or asking questions about Bilderberg groups are conspirationists. It means that people who are crazy, who think there is a big plot in the world, and they try to discredit us like that. This is the big idea. We are special people, crazy people. We believe in plot theories all around the world. It's very difficult to have the courage to ask questions, because also in my party, many people said, "Oh, don't do that. You will be labeled as a conspirationist, and it's not good for your mental health or your political health." And this is the idea. We are crazy. We are people who think that the world is organized by secret societies and all the just things.
But sir, isn't it the opposite? I mean, you're a psychiatrist. We're the ones that aren't crazy. Bilderberg members have written books bragging about global government. The Financial Times has written admitting it's authoritarian, but for our own good. They admit they, quote, want green fascism. They openly are pushing, unelected bureaucracies controlling nations. And just 5 years ago, they said it didn't exist and we were insane. Now it exists, but we're insane for not liking it. I mean, this is incredible.
Exactly, yes. But we could do this time with other people. We could do the fact to ask questions to the government, and the press was obliged to talk about that. And I mean, it's a big success. We could also ask questions with the fact that Switzerland is democracy, direct democracy. It's very important. It's a cultural policy in my country. People have the last word in the government. Each people has the last word. And the fact that big, rich foreign people can meet and without people have the right to know what is happening. It's not good in our tradition.
Well, that's why you're so wealthy and so free, because you are whippersnappers when it comes to freedom, and you're in their face, and you dominated media coverage. Your points got out. Mainstream media is starting to say, yeah, Bilderberg is sinister. The Bilderberg guys got caught out and surrounded and said, yeah, we do have an agenda. None of your business. So we showed their arrogance. I'll say bye to you during the break, but we'll let you go. Member of Parliament in Switzerland, Dominique Baettig, we really appreciate you joining us. Third hour.